time is it? Actually, I have no idea what time it is right now. It is... Oh, it's 1 a.m. Alright. Well, close to it anyway. What? I completely forgot that I could do that. Yeah, we always want you to be doing this. Unless we find somewhere... What? Why is there more loot back here? How did I miss this loot? This is like good stuff, too. Sela. It's good to see you. Get this. Jana, the one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She was seen running toward Numeria. Looks like she deserted. Well... Glad we were able to find her. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about, or not the only thing. Since our raid on the Houndheart's camp, had this sinking feeling that I made a mistake. Dragging you into this, I mean. I should have known that a raid along the edge of the world wound wouldn't be so easy. But mostly, I was wrong about a lot of people. About Jaina, who lost her nerve and abandoned her friends. About Curl, I knew he was a thief, but I really thought he'd turn over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Ellen, I thought we were kindred spirits, friends through thick and thin, but it looks like I was wrong about him too. It's your life, your problems, your choices. Alright, so I'm going to go for the lawful one, I think. Spoke out of turn. I'll think about what you said. Okay. Thanks for listening to my grumbling and for helping me get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to leave things as they stand. If I get the chance, I'll track down Jana and see if I can talk some sense into her. And find out why Curl did what he did. Can't stop thinking about what Ellen told me in the end. I really have become more powerful than paladins who are far more experienced and selfless than me. Have you, though? There's something not right about it. A servant of Iomedae should gain their powers through dedicated personal effort. It's the only way to make sure they'll use the power for good. Our journey so far, it's all wrong. It means I need to be 3 times as hard on myself now. Yes, exactly, for sure, 100%. That's what I meant. Apparently, I'm either, like, blind and I'm just missing a lot of loot, or there's more loot spawning in the camp as we continue on through this. You got a quest for me yet? What do you think about that? Don't believe titles. All of us in the world are children of the street, barefoot, hungry, scared, a step away from death. Some imagine them, they're strong and rich, like gods. Don't forget who you are behind the title. Abilities, what are you talking about? Oh, the tricks you learned with the big gray house blew up. They're funny. Thanks for teaching them to me. Oh, what do they call you? Ember. Then when I come to live in the River City, the good people called me different funny names like Ember or Torch or Smoky. I don't know why. They called me Bird Brain because I have a crow. They called me Lucky 7 because of my finger. You only have 7 fingers? Huh. Sometimes called me grilled meat and said I was stupid, but I didn't feel hurt. I mean, they're right. I really am silly. They didn't mean to hurt me. I like Ember. It's a good word. Embers are like people. On the outside, they're gray and cold like stones, but they're warm inside. You can blow on them, and they'll start a fire to help you survive cold night. It's wonderful, isn't it? Ember it is. Where did you get your scars? Happened by accident. My dad and I came sailing down the river to join the crusade. Dad said that all the good people were going to the world wound to heal it. He said that the crusaders were the best people in the world, and together we were going to win. Got everything mixed up. They thought my dad and I were bad and decided to burn us at a stake. Dad died, and I cried so loudly that one good night realized that it was all a big mistake. He started yelling at the other crusaders, even the one in charge, then walked right into the fire and got me out. The others wanted to stop him, but he took out his sword and scared them away. The kind knight took me to a healer. I later learned that while the knight was pulling me from the flames, he himself was burned so badly that he died not long after. But I'm still alive. A few fingers missing, and my skin is funny. I've lived in the River City ever since. Oh, it's just Canevers. Okay. I've never had my own house, but I have many friends. And then the demons came, and I met you, and you know what happened after that. Our suffering has only just begun. Jesus! Where do your magical powers come from? These tricks, I have them from my grandma. She used to be my father's Huh? I'm assuming grandma is a title and not, like, a familial relationship. She used to be my father's grandma, and before that his father's. I've never seen her myself, but she's very clever and kind. When I lived on the street, sometimes she left food for me or a blanket in the winter. Sometimes I feel her stroking my hair as I fall asleep. But if I open my eyes, there's no one near. She also sent me Soot. She tells Soot how to do different tricks, and Soot teaches me. Doesn't know who exactly gives her these powers, but you can guess from her words. Andoletta, a powerful archon, one of the Imperial Lords, also known as Grandmother Crow. Okay, there it is. Do you worship anyone? Dad taught me to pray to Iomade. He said she was a kind goddess, and she called people to crusade against evil. The knights who burned my dad and me worshipped her too. They even lit the fire with a prayer to her. She did nothing to help us. Then one kind knight, alone, without any gods, changed his mind and saved me. I think the gods are the same as us. They don't understand anything, and they're scared of everything. So they hurt themselves and the rest of us. People worship the gods only because they're afraid of being responsible for themselves. The gods listen to the praise, and they become smug and arrogant, and begin to believe that they're better than us. But they're no better. They're silly sinners just like the rest. Sometimes pray to the gods, different ones, the good ones, the bad ones. I ask them to stop fighting and hurting each other. I don't know if they ever hear me, but if they do, I mean, the knight who wanted to burn me is able to change his mind and do a good deed. If he can change, maybe Baphomet can too. Probably not. Thank you for your answers. I gotta go. Irabeth. Allow me to say something before you. This wasn't a war. It was agony drawn out over decades. No one believed in victory anymore. When the demons attacked the city, for some it was a relief. At least the end had come. They laid down their weapons and surrendered without a fight. I felt the same thing, but I somehow got through our own stubbornness and the vague hope that if nobody found Nevia's body, she might by some miracle have survived, and that miracle was you. You returned her to me. Oh my god, so much. Oh yeah, I found the scabbard. Scabbard held the solemn hour, my family's sword. My father once fought with it, and I took it when I left home to become a paladin. Alas, it was not stolen. I parted with my heirloom willingly to help someone dear to me. Nevia needed expensive healing, and having no other way to procure the money, I pawned my father's sword. I think he would have understood. I'm sure he would have given up everything to help with it. I hoped to redeem the solemn hour eventually, but there was never enough money, and soon the sword disappeared from the pawn shop altogether. I have no idea who took it. Seems like I'll have to part with my father's sword forever. My parents were loyal servants, yet it wasn't enough to earn them a title or a coat of arms. Still, however humble our name might be, it is worth something. I don't know if I'll ever see the solemn hour again, but at least I have its scabbard back. Thank you. When we began the march on Drezen, we chose speed over numbers. If I order more volunteers to be recruited, they simply won't arrive in time. Pay mages to deliver the troops to the camp, except I doubt that our army's coffers could afford it. If you can spare 7,500 gold coins... I actually do have that kind of money. This is a lie. This is a lie. I do have... Well, I don't know. Wait, do I not have that much money? I do not have that much money. Let's see if I can get that much money. Blacksmith! I need to sell stuff to you. I have determined that you are to be my loot dump, because you do not hold very much money, or very much worthwhile. Also, I like how the Hat of Heartening Song is just a wooden box. I find that that is hilarious. And I'm going to equip it on somebody to see if it actually puts a box over their head. No. It's a very fancy hat. Definitely looks like a box in the inventory, though. Hey, I got that money. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely placeholder art. It's just, like, why? So that should make it easier for us to recruit new people, if I'm not mistaken. Is there anything else that I wanted to do in here? While the world burns, go to Heaven's Edge. Oh, that's right. Do I have 5 vials of magic essence yet? Did I ever find a 5th? I know I had 4. Still only have 4. Okay. Nope. G. Outcast. Alright, you get out. You get in. I don't know. I have a lot. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 melee characters if I bring Sociel with me. Oh, apparently there's earth elementals down there. Interesting. I don't think I want 5 melee characters, though, is the thing. I think we keep this for now. I think we keep this this group for now. No. We do not stop. Unless somebody stops us. We do not stop until we get to where we go.
March on.
Hello, people. Through the mist, you spot the flickering flames of a campfire. 3 figures wrapped in crusader cloaks are huddled next to it. A stout, smiling dwarf, a brash, dark-haired halfling, and a delicate-looking woman who appears to be very young. The crackling campfire is driving away the bleak fog and promising warmth and rest for tired legs. Noticing you, the halfling's hands jerk towards his weapon, then he relaxes. Hey, it's the commander himself. Don't just stand there, have a seat by the fire. It's a bit damp today, you might as well dry off at least. So we need a 10. We need a 9. What the fuck? Of course you rolled a 1. Frontline scouting party, our seniors sent us ahead to look for ambushes. We've been walking all day, so we're making a bivouac. Go ahead, help yourself to some tea. It's an honor for us to be sharing a campfire with the leader. Such jovial. I never thought we'd run into such jovial company out here. I don't suppose you guys have anything stronger than tea in your canteens. Gee, just so you know, walking away from campfires where folks eat free food is a sin in the eyes of the gods. Proudly lifting his chin, which bears a white scar, the halfling says, I'm Sergeant Velm, the leader of this gang of daredevils. You can tell by Velm's appearance that he's a fighter. Sports a nose that's been broken more than once, well-fitted gear, and a gutsy spark in his eyes. All the hallmarks of a feisty, courageous warrior. Dwarf grunts and grins. Why would you call our heroic squad a gang, Velm? I am Tran, foot soldier, cook, quartermaster, and the mother hen of this lot. The one who sets up the tent for Asti, given that she doesn't even have the muscle to drive a stake into the ground. With a smirk, Tran glances at the woman, who immediately turns red in the face. The sweet and terribly young cleric opens her mouth to say something, but shuts it immediately and blushes even more. Finally, she mutters sheepishly, I'm Asti. Pleased to... at your service, Commander. Why are you so calm out here? You wound me, Commander. I've walked many roads. I know a good spot for a camp when I see one. Even if the whole column of cultists marched by, they wouldn't think of checking this place. In the meantime, we would watch quietly and count every last one. Thoroughly embarrassed, Asti adopts a serious tone and comments on Tran's direction. You and her boasting. Her 2 comrades greet her remark with a burst of laughter. Best way to deal with the trap is to spring her, right? God damn it! Roll! Wendwag is the worst. She's the worst. I hate her. She fails every fucking check. It's Cat's Holly. Bought it from a merchant from Absalom, worth every coin. It's poison. I know it is. Very first sip, you feel warmth spread through your body. The drink drives away the chill in your bones. Blessed silence with the da-da-da-da. Wenduag. Are you fucking kidding me? Roll. She's rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3. She has rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3. Fuck it. Let's see where this goes. I'm curious. Okay. Yep. Recently healed wounds reopen, soaking your clothes with blood. Poisonous foam bubbles in your stomach, and retching painfully, you vomit up the vile liquid you've been given. Are they drow? Wait. Definitely drow. Also, like the purple. I like the purple. I guess these are also supposed to be drow, but they have dark hair, which means that they're mongrels. They're half-bloods. The figures by the fire ripple and transform. 3 gray-haired and dark-skinned elves watch you with mocking sneers. Their twisted, grimacing faces look demonic. From the haze, more previously unseen shadows materialize. They're all just as loathsome and unsettling. The campfire emits a sickly, sweet, intoxicating smell, and in the squat kettle, you see some slimy mushrooms swimming in a disgusting, boiling slurry.
Fall!
Thank you. Oh, there's people up here, too. Hey, could you take care of these guys for me?
I dedicate my body to science.
Oh, this is frustrating. What are you doing?
Redemption!
Could everybody just do things without me having to click on every single enemy? That's really frustrating. That's incredibly frustrating. Hi, kitten. What are you doing, baby girl? Except just... That was... That's probably my biggest gripe with the game, is that for whatever reason, my AI seems to be turned off entirely, even though it is on. Same for... Same for tutorials. Tutorials seem to be turned on, even though I have them all turned off. Like, those are probably my 2 biggest gripes in this game, and it's probably what's causing me to have so much trouble with it. Like, I should not have had that much trouble with that fight. The problem is that I had to literally click on every single enemy to get anybody to do anything. And that's really frustrating. Yeah, everyone's fatigued. I'll deal with it in a second. Alright, so do I not have enough for Scroll of Haste anymore? No, I do. Didn't I turn you?
Don't
Didn't I
trust
mute
me,
you?
Paladin? Are you wondering how to bring my wayward soul into the fold?
I'm thinking about who I would have become if I'd made the wrong choice a long time ago.
Wait, a unit of mercenaries serving Horgus Worm has reached the troops with a chest full of gold coins and a message from Sir Horgus to score more victories. Okay. Nice. Oh, shit. This is like actually a decent-sized fucking army, it looks like. Okay, so there's the third arm. So I should be... Okay, so that's what it is. Okay. Alright, so I am going to... do this. Swap. Not that, to this. Close. So we're basically going to consolidate everybody into this one. Oh, wait. We would actually want to do this. Okay, so that's gone. And then we have this, which is shield bearers. Coup de grace. Also, this person's invisible. This person's invisible. That's a thing. Alright, so let's swap to this one, and we'll bring... There. Okay. That works. That works for me. We can't actually do anything with these armies just yet, but... So that one's... Okay. Cultist fighters. Melee damage 5 to 7. It's 1d3 plus 4. Wow. Unarmed strike plus 5. AC of 9. 3 to 5. 3 to 5. Okay. I should have done this. Yeah, these would be a nightmare to get through. Like, that's a lot of shit. You... 10 to 12. 1d3 plus 9. Wait, are my archers that good? Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so these change. The color indicates how likely you are to win. So, like, this demon army right here, we're going to slaughter it. This one right here, we should do really fine. This one right here, we should do really fine. This one right here, we should do fine against. These two, the 3 and the 4 here, seem like they would be more difficult. And then these all show where okay, cool. Cool. That's good to know. Wait, I didn't actually go in here. I got here, but I didn't actually come in. So what do we... Uh-oh. Get your hands off that. It's mine. Well, watch me. Wait. Someone's here. Run. Bandits, really? No one's running. Draw your weapons and fight, you cowards, or I'll kill you myself. Well, that's rude. Tells everybody to fight, and then he'll kill anybody.
I'll rip you apart!
I can't die now. I'm not nearly rich enough.
Again, would be really nice if AI was actually turned on when it should be. What is that? Hematite. Okay. So, what was that just now? It is. Doesn't say. It doesn't actually tell you what kind of drink, what kind of... Really? Why, though? I already did that. I've already even seen that here. Letter to a noble crusader. Last summers, passers-by, stuff and things and stuff and things. Alright, well, whatever. More loot. So, I'm assuming... that was this guy. Or something. I don't know.
Follow me.
I don't know. How the hell could a coup de grace miss? Mainly because shit happens. I think I said that already. I wanted to be a bit more eloquent, and then it just didn't happen. Do I rest again? Like, I think Woljif needs to be replaced with somebody. Maybe he's the one that I swap out for Ember. He dies so quick. Like, I like having rogues in the party. They do a lot. They obviously have they're skill monkeys.
Let me help.
All right, so let's just heal, huh? Yeah, they're just super squishy and there we go. They are. They are. The problem is that he dies all the freaking time. Hello.
March on.
The hell is this? Okay, there's a cave. Yeah, they do have a lot of micromanagement. But, like, the good thing about these games is that there's no real aggro. It's just... The enemies, unless they have some kind of AI that determines who they go after, they just go after the closest person. And usually if they have AI, it's like, I target the person with the lowest, fort save. Or the lowest health. Or the lowest armor class. Person that comes to mind for me is the people in Chapter 6. Like, a lot of the people in Chapter 6 in Kingmaker will go after the person with the lowest armor class and the lowest health and all that stuff. They tend to kill your squishies really quickly. It's very, very frustrating. That's not what I clicked on. Hello. I feel like this is... Okay. So I have a feeling... Yeah, I was about to say, this is supposed to... We're supposed to be putting stuff in this, not looting stuff from it. Okay. So it looks like these things, only some of these can have a thing in them. Hello? Okay. Blue, white, red, white, blue. Wait, what? Okay. Let's get everybody over here. And we will only be using Sauciel because that's the person that I picked. There's no...
Shellen guides me.
As far as I can tell, there's no other things here. So, let me take a look at these slabs. Their purpose is a mystery, their purpose is a mystery, whatever. So if I put this here... Here... Like, what? It has to have something to do with the symbols. Wait. It's Dominos. It's Dominos. It's Dominos, it's Dominos, it's Dominos. Okay. So, we have to... Okay. So, we have to put one here that is... God damn it, you stupid owl, get out of there. Who has the owl pet? Turn it off. Alright. So, I need to put one here that... Okay. That starts with... It looks like a mix of a Z and a compass. With some extra stuff on the sides. And this one... Looks like a scythe blade with like a fucking weird rhombus. Okay. So let's try to look for this. Scythe blade with a weird rhombus. Is that it? No, that is not it. I think it might be this one. Yeah, this one's it. Okay, so I need... So this... Okay. So I need to put it the other way. God damn it. No, it wasn't this one. It was this one. No, it was not this one. Damn it! Everybody, get out! Ah! You. Now it's Vin's turn. So it's this one, right? No, it's not that one. It's this one. No, god damn it, I just did that. Can I grab these? Or did I accidentally put these in the right spot? Okay, no, wait. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all out. Just so that I can see them. And then I will only be grabbing the ones that I need. So... So this one can go here, but this one doesn't match this. This one matches this, but this one doesn't match here. This one matches this, but doesn't match here. This one matches here, but doesn't match. How does this work? Can I swap these? Is there any way to swap this stuff? If I come back out here... Weird. This one seems to be impossible. Like, there isn't one that has both of these. I think I need to flip this one around. Somehow. It seems like I need to flip this one around. And I didn't mean to grab everybody again.
On your way.
I keep meaning to only grab one person, and then I accidentally hit the grab all people part, thing. Because, yeah, if I can swap this one around, then this would make sense. I could flip this, like, it would still be this one, it would just be backwards. And then we would just go the other way around here. But for whatever reason... Doesn't seem like that's a thing that I can do.
So many scents, so much game to hunt.
Shut up, Windwag. I actually hate you. You do good damage, but that's about it. Yeah, there's nothing in here that I can find.
Where do you want me?
And then there's this. Blue, white, red, white, blue. But there's no colors to any of this.
Are we ready to move out?
Blue.
Nice try. Didn't work though.
What the hell?
Nice try. Didn't work though. Nice try. Didn't work though. Nice try. Didn't work though.
What is this puzzle? How does this puzzle work? I don't get it. Yeah, this. The only thing that I can figure is that I need to flip either this one or this one around, and I don't know how to do that. Because if I were to flip either of them around... Well, actually, I need to flip this one specifically. If I flip this one specifically, look at the room. I've seen this. I've seen this as well, but I don't know what that means. Like, the blue, white, red, white, blue, but there's no colors anywhere. Well, I mean, there's these. But as far as I can tell, I can't interact with them. Wait, is it this? Those don't match up, though. No, those don't match up with these. And those are all the same, right? Yeah. Like, these things where I got those slabs are all the same. With the outer tiles? Like these right here? There's nothing to do with them. You can't interact with them.
Nice try. Didn't work though.
Just for shits and giggles. Suddenly it opens up like it's fucking Mordecai's tomb. Like looking at the floor tiles, like these busted ass ones, and seeing if there's any hints here, but I don't see anything. Could maybe be this, but that doesn't make any sense. Is there anything on the outside? No, it's just more of these, but those are the same ones that are on the inside, and they don't match the symbols on the tiles. This is frustrating. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to ask a single question to chat. Can I change these? Once I put them in, can I change them? Like, can I swap them around? Can I do anything with these outer tiles? These 4 here, these 2 here, and these 2 here. You cannot. Okay. So once they're done, they're done. They are correct. Okay. Those are permanent. I thought so. And they are fit. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I see that now. Okay. I have an idea. What? No. Take this one. Take this one. I don't want any more hints than from the question that I just took. So I think what I actually need to do is not this one, this one. Okay. I think I need to do this one. And then this one, yeah, there is nothing that matches that. Okay, so I think I might have gotten it. Maybe? Yep, there it is. Okay. Okay. I figured it out. It was easy, wasn't it? Simple puzzle, simple solution. Fuck you. It was just the beginning. Its purpose was to awaken curiosity. Translucent figure appears out of thin air, clad in a loose-fitting robe, its face hidden behind a simple, unadorned mask. Oh, puzzles, I love them. Why didn't you help me, Nenio, you... Mortals are not meant to unveil the secrets of the universe and grasp the meaning of creation, but is this really so? Of course not. The secrets of the universe will only be revealed to the most worthy of mortals. Prove yourself and be the first for whom all the secrets of the world are revealed. The Heart of Mystery is located west of here. Solve the puzzle and you will comprehend the forbidden knowledge. Map of an area that looks vaguely like the world wound appears in the figure's hands. A single dot shines brightly on the map. Who are you? Who are you? I think you've broken it. Just kept asking it. Who are you? Who are you? Alright. Hell yeah. Loot. Oh, good. More barding that I can't use because fuck me. Alright. But it's still good. Alright, so... for those of you who don't know... What I did was, like, literally it's just, you have to move this one here. Like, you just basically slide this one into right here, and then you just, like, go around from there. As soon as I realized that, it was super easy. It just took me a minute. And once I knew that I couldn't mess with the outside ones again... That's pretty much all I needed to know. I was able to get it from there. Go to the Heart of Mystery. So where is the Heart of Mystery now? Well, there's Drezen. Wow, there's a lot of area down here. Ah, there it is. Nope. We're not stopping. We're gonna see if we can't get around Invade. Okay, so we can't get around... What? Oh, that's exhaustion. Okay, I was like, what the hell's going on? You know what? We're gonna rest. Less because we need the rest, and more because...
Pair of legs on you. That's a real compliment coming from me. Sometimes even I struggle to keep up with you. And I was always one of the fastest runners back with the Thieflings.
Experiments facilitate the development of this skill.
No. Yeah, her types of experiments, I could definitely see that being a thing. Oh, I've been forgetting to actually check what bonus you get from her. Personal favorite. +4 bonus to all skill checks. Huh. Seems pretty good to me. Do I just go and get this done? Can I do both, is the question. I think I can. I think I can do both with this army. This army's pretty fucking stacked, I think. We will see. Oh, this is the archer. Oh, okay. One footman went down, huh? Yeah, I think that went quite a bit better than last time. Yeah, we lost literally nothing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The morale stat reflects the general mood of the Crusaders. Positive, increases resource income and the number of troops available for recruitment. Negative, decreases these numbers. Morale changes depending on the morale banners. Or morale changes depending on the banners. While special conditions are met, banner remains green and increases morale by 1 per day. If special conditions are not met, it turns yellow for 3 days, but it still increases by 1 per day. Alright, Chloe, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, it's getting to be about time for me to head to bed, too. I'm going to be going for about another 10 minutes. We'll be going till about 2 a.m. I will be streaming again tomorrow night, though. Banner turns yellow. Then the banner turns red and decreases by 3 per day. Banner of Victory stays green while you defeat demon armies. Each victory over a demon army adds 4 days. Banner of the March on Drezen stays green while you defeat demon armies on the road to Drezen. Each victory over a demon army on the road to Drezen adds 10 days. Took a 4-day weekend from work for release, but I have to go back to work on Monday. Ew. Yeah. I tried to work tonight, actually, but I just wasn't getting any rides, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to stream instead. Okay, so each time you kill a demon on the way to Drezen, you get 10 days. Each unit has its own combat morale, the starting value of which depends on the crusade morale. Various combat effects and spells can change combat morale until the end of the battle. Positive grants a unit a chance to perform another action in the same... Oh, that's like straight out of Might and Magic, if I'm not mistaken. I've never played any of those games, but I've heard that they have a very similar mechanic, where if you have super high morale, you can get multiple attacks per round. Well, troops with negative morale have a chance to panic and lose their action or even flee. Undead units, as well as some others, do not have morale, and thus are not affected by any effects that increase or decrease it. Okay. Finance points times 1,000. Hell yeah. The site of an old battle between the Crusaders and demons is still strewn with thousands of corpses. The stench of death hangs thick. The dead, after all, won't need their trinkets and keepsakes anytime soon. If I recruit... I have 16 of these just hanging out? And this is 6,000. Okay. Maximum size of the army by 1 unit per level of this feat. Scorching ray to do damage. Okay. Fair enough. I'm not actually going to be... Well, I'll send these out. Oh, wait. They can't actually... Alright, so I'm going to try and... It's 37. I'm going to try and get these two to match each other. Well, not yet, obviously, but... Crusade Army 2. Yeah, we can definitely get to this little bit right here. Alright. Let's take this shit. We got it. Easy peasy. Alright, so again... These guys do a lot more damage than... Oh, there's actually a general here, huh? Alright, so we're gonna do this. Kill this guy some more. Nice. So this guy's down to 1 before we even start. Before we even get started, we're already down to 1 on this guy. And see, there's that high morale. Oh, let's I think I want to actually hit him. And then we'll hit him. Or no, I think we do this. Yeah. And this should kill. Yep, okay, cool. That's perfect. That's really, really good. Alright, so we are then going to attack this guy. Because we are far more likely to kill that guy. We are going to... Alright. Nice. Very nice. I don't think we're not going to finish it here. I probably should have used Smite Evil on these guys. Excuse me. Sorry. So I think we lost a couple of these, but not... Oh, no, we didn't lose anybody. Nice. Hell yeah. We lost nobody there. Squad of Crusaders was caught in a sudden storm from the west. It lasted only a few minutes, but the unnatural lightning made up of electricity, flames, acid, and ice left several soldiers dead. These, with which the forces of nature brutally claimed the lives of their Crusaders, has demoralized the their comrades has demoralized the Crusaders. Which straddles the West Sullen crossing is of strategic importance, has been taken. The cultists are destroyed, and the commander's army is able to operate on both sides of the river. Hell yes. I think we just keep going. The question is, do we come up against this one? Or do we go over here? Let's take a look at this. Yeah, but how long do we have on these? Also... Oh, no, I didn't really get that much. Okay. That's fine. Wait. 5,900? My God. Alright, so we're going to do this. We're going to fight these guys, and then we're going to try to loop back around to the guys on the left. If we tried the other way around, we would have a much lower chance of actually being able to do that. Oh, wait, what? Why did my archers not actually go? Oh, wow. You just fucking murdered them. So we gotta do this. We'll do that. I didn't mean to do that. I was actually gonna use that on them. Oh, wow. That's fine. I was about to say, we might not kill them this time, but we're going to be real close. In all honesty. I was about to say, they shouldn't be doing any damage to us at all anymore. Hell yeah. Alright, so we only lost a single archer. Alright. I've got a much better handle on this thing now. Plus 44 to overcome spell resist. Nice. How much did I just get? Still not a whole lot. I'm assuming that I didn't really get any, Okay, so yeah, we're not going to be able to get there right now, but that's fine. That's fine. That is out of movement. This is also out of movement. Alright, cool. So, go to the Heart of Mystery, which is over here. Yeah, it's like way the fuck over here. Alright. I don't know what Moondance Meadow is, but I have a... But why? Oh, this was not a random encounter. This was a story thing, I'm assuming. Alright. What do we got? Oh, I don't think I want to jump into another companion quest right now. I'm about to end. Commander, we caught a suspicious lad on the road. He says he's an ally and he's desperate to talk to you. Who knows who he really is? The young man before you is trembling with his wounds, from his wounds and exhaustion. His boots are in tatters, and if he had any weapons or armor, he shed them along the way. His clothes are torn, and his hair is wet, like he recently swam across a river. Blood oozes from the wounds on his chest and shoulders, and his skin is cracked and inflamed from the acrid water of the whirlwind. Commander, my squad ambushed beyond the river. Help. Yacker Ankel, Hell Knight of the Order of the God Claw, under the command of Paralictor Regil Derenge. Regil? Regil? Regil Derenge? That's how I'm going to say his name. His name is Regil Derenge. Our squad is under attack by demons far surpassing our number. Without your assistance, we are lost. Hell Knights, they've supported the Crusaders more than once in our battle against the demons. Despite their questionable reputation, we cannot abandon our allies in trouble. Can we, though? They really are our allies, and of course it's just... kind of think this isn't a knight at all. A real Hell Knight would be skinned alive for losing his infamous black armor. What we see here is a stranger without rank or insignia, who wants us to march to God knows where. Kind of smells like a trap to me. Where's your squad? Not far from here, beyond the river. not far for a single fighter who abandoned his armor and weapons, but we can't get across the river so easily. We'll have to take a detour. Even if we can save everyone, it will seriously delay our offensive on Drezen, and will give the enemy a chance to prepare. Who's attacking? Large creatures that attack from the air. Some are Frogs? Frogs? Some are fighters, others are, at a guess, clerics with dangerous divine magic. They look like some stone... Oh, gargoyles. Duh. Oh, I am almost certain they are gargoyles. They fell upon us from the sky while we were setting up camp and are at our most vulnerable. They caught our forces at partial strength. The Paralictor had dispatched some of our troops as scouting teams. Flying beasts didn't fight us, they just fell on us from the sky, grabbed our fighters, and either took them somewhere or threw them to their deaths. We were unprepared for that. Yeah, we'll try and help them. As much as I hate the Hell Knights. And as much as I really, really don't want... Oh, wait, this, like, brought me back... Okay. Well, since the game has decided to send me back to home base, I think I'm going to call it here for the night. Let's rest... Do we want to rest right now? Yeah. We'll rest. That way, when we start tomorrow, we will be ready to go. Have you never wondered why the gods do not simply solve all the world's ills themselves without paladins and crusades? Some gods would be eager to solve mortals' problems for them, Ravagug, for instance. But we wouldn't like that result. Valid. Nice. Alright. With that, we'll make a hard save here. Day 2 ended. Missed a bit of my stream. Well, I don't know time zones for you. I start at 7 p.m. Central Standard. So it's not like... I will not be starting early unless you're, like, very distant. I don't remember... I think you've mentioned it, but I don't remember where exactly you're at. Time zone-wise. But, yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else that I want to talk about. No, tomorrow. Just tomorrow, period. I think Unsung was saying that he had an early stream tomorrow, so that's probably what you're thinking about. Yeah, I think that was Unsung NPC that was saying that he had an early morning stream tomorrow, which I will also be missing, because I have apparently decided that my time to wake up is about 2 p.m. I feel you. I feel you. That's okay. So we're in the same time zone then, because that's where I'm at too. Let's see. Oh, I guess I might as well shout out other things of mine. If you haven't followed, I would love to have you. I would love to. If you enjoyed the stream, you want to get notifications as to when I go live and whatnot. You know the drill. I'm sure everybody here knows how Twitch works. So if you want to follow me, I would appreciate it. If you don't, it's also fine. Same for subs. September started, so any new or gifted subs, I believe, are supposed to be half price this whole month. So if you are looking to get a deal, and I would still get paid the full amount that I would normally get paid, so basically you're just making it so that Amazon doesn't get any money. Toss a sub my way, and that would also be appreciated. Or not. That's also fine. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end with that. Oh, if you want to watch my old Kingmaker runs or anything like that, the link has been posted on by my Moobot a couple of times. But you can check out my YouTube channel. It has all of my old PBs as well as my current PB, which is also the current world record for Pathfinder Kingmaker at 3 hours and 3 minutes. So close to that sub 3 hour run. I also have a couple of other things, a couple of guides that aren't very good. One that is actually pretty good. Some old stream VODs before I realized that that was a terrible idea for the most part. I might start doing that again. I do actually plan on editing down and uploading my Wrath VODs. Jesus Christ, brain. I do plan to do that, editing those down, and basically by editing I mean just cutting them into like half-hour strips, or at least trying to find a good spot to end at roughly a half-hour mark each time, or maybe an hour, I don't know. But anyway, thank you all again for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the stream, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.